My biggest takeaway from the Vikings week 1 preseason win over the Raiders was, first of all, they have a serious problem in their secondary, man. Their defense and the back end was getting absolutely lit up by Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. And Mekhi Blackton, we already know that he suffered an ACL injury a few weeks ago. He's out for the season. Kyrie Jackson, unfortunately, passed away. Rest in peace to him. And that leaves the Vikings with a major hole at corner. Now, there's a report circulating around that they are going to be bringing in Stephon Gilmore on a visit on Monday. And, you know, with how bad that cornerback position looked in this preseason game against Las Vegas, it's understandable why they're bringing in some added reinforcements. But their pass rush looked really good. Their first round pick out of Alabama, Dallas Turner, he was absolutely terrorizing the Las Vegas Raiders left tackle, which I believe was Andrus Peat. He had 2 quarterback pressures. He also had a big sack as well. Their defensive line is going to be the big focal point of their defense, because a good way you can counteract not having good secondary play is if you have a pass rush that doesn't give the quarterback a lot of time to throw the football, which helps out your secondary because they don't have to be in coverage for that long. But they got to find a way to figure out the solution to their struggling secondary, because their secondary also struggled last preseason. And I get it's the regular season. Some of the guys that were in this game probably aren't going to be starters come week 1, but you already have concerns with your starters, and now you don't have any depth as well. So if one of your starting cornerbacks goes down, you're going to have some major problems stopping the pass this year if your pass rush ends up going up against a good offensive line. Now, positive that I have for the Vikings from this preseason game is that they're really deep at wide receiver. They're like 3-6 guys deep at that position. You got Jalen Naylor, who right now is in competition for Brandon Paul for the wide receiver 3 spot. He was getting open damn near every play. He had 3 receptions for 63 receiving yards. Tristan Jackson had 100 receiving yards. He had 4 catches as well. He was pretty impressive. And Trent Sheffield, he caught J.J. McCarthy's second, third quarter touchdown. So there's a lot of talent that the Vikings have at wide receiver. They got guys that are really savvy route runners, but they're really explosive. They got a lot of speed, plenty of guys that can take the top off the defense, which votes well with J.J. McCarthy's skill set. Because if you're Kevin O'Connell and you do throw J.J. McCarthy out there week 1, you feel he's ready, you definitely do have a good enough supporting cast that should make life easier for J.J. McCarthy as he eases and gets more comfortable with the speed of the game that he's going to be facing in the regular season.